Hey girl, my name's Kieran, and I got one question for you. Actually, I got 10 questions. For me, not for you. You don't get any, harlot. Answer these 10 questions and I'll tell you what kind of lover you are. I am the best lover. Dang it. I am tender yet firm. I have lips, and they have been known on occasion to pantomime kissing. I'm very well practiced in theory. So I think I'm gonna be the best lover, personally. But I just need a second opinion, you know? Even the smartest doctors need a second opinion to really make sure they've got their point hammered home. You know what I mean? Let's begin. What is your favorite flower? Bone roses? Oh, do I know what carnations are? Carnations sound like Carnotaur, which is my favorite dinosaur, so that's giving that one a league ahead. Please keep your pants on, ladies. I know my dino talk gets you all worked up, but calm down. Roses, see, I'm a hipster. I'm kind of an outside-the-box kind of individual. As you can see, roses are just a bit too normy. And daisies represent innocence, which your boy ain't. Peonies I've seen, and they are actually quite pretty. Like in a manly way though, you know, like, you know, muscle. But with carnations I could say, what incarnation? There's more pros for carnation, but I think from what I think peonies are, I think they look nice. What is your ideal first date? Coffee at a cute cafe? More like coffee at a buff cafe. Muscle. Dinner and a movie, drinks and karaoke, or romantic dinner. See, karaoke, so I don't drink for starters. Karaoke is a very vulnerable thing. Putting on a performance for others, definitely not first date. I would do karaoke if I knew no one else there, so I could just come in, go on stage, rock it, like I know I can, and then slip away before anyone has a chance to say anything. Dinner and a movie. The dinner would be the important part. Movies aren't good first dates. Movies are when you're settled into a relationship and you want to go out and do something. Because in a movie, you're spending like, you know, hour and a half, 2 hours sitting next to the person, not interacting with them at all, and not doing anything. If you're both film buffs, it could work, because then you can both just dissect the movie afterwards. But as a first date, generally movies are not a good go. And romantic dinner sounds expensive. As much of an incomparably beastly savage lover as I am, I'm not that rich. So let's get coffee at Timmy's. Is that the same date you took me on when you first met? When was the last time I went on a first date? Because I'm so selective with who I choose to conjugate, or does that explicitly mean sex? Sorry, ladies. Girlfriends don't get wife privileges. Is this the same day you took me when we first met? No, because I've never actually gone on a date like that, but it would be the best to go for in the future. So, if I wrote you a love letter, where would you keep it? I would keep it in my back pocket, thank you. No boobies. Gross. In a box under my bed, nowhere. I'd throw it away when I finished reading it. I'm like the mixture of a French and an Italian. I would never throw it away. I would plaster it into the night sky with the world's largest teleprompter to broadcast my love of you and yours of me. I would get it ironed into my chest and then tattooed over the burns. That's what I would do. The closest thing here, though, is put it in a box under my bed. Box under my bed. What else is in the box? Photos from our trip to Vegas, the poems I wrote but never sent you. A real man doesn't gamble with his money. Okay? A real man invests and lets it fall in value slowly over time. Okay, I lose 10 grand a day where I could be losing 100 grand a night. That's called long-term investment. Long-term strategy, my guy. Get with it. And the poems I wrote but never sent you, those would be in the box as well. Roses are red, violets are blue. I like to play Smash and would like to smash you. Platonically. I think I would have liked your poems. Why didn't you ever give them to me? 'Cause you're a judgmental hag. Right. I remember you said that before. You called me judgmental on the plane when I made fun of someone's Crocs in the Flight magazine in the book you were reading. Crocs are an alpha male shoe, alright? Maybe Sigma. Okay, maybe even Sigma shoe. People wear Crocs to assert their dominance over others, and for you to come in there with that beta mindset that their Crocs make them lesser when they are in fact greater? Egg is on your face, my guy. The first night we were in Vegas, you slept on the floor. You said you didn't want to share a bed with me if I was gonna be like this. And the next day you felt bad, so you bought me an Elvis bobblehead, deck of cards, poker chip keychain. I slept on the floor because only beta males sleep on mattresses. Sigmas deal with the back pain and sleep deprivation. Alright? That's what makes us so irritable all the time. Elvis bobblehead sounds like something you're gonna throw away after the breakup, cause you know it's coming. Deck of cards? The most versatile option, actually. A poker chip keychain would be kind of baller to be strutting around in, and then you can do like that cool thing where once you're out of chips to bet, you just toss your keys on the table and then they inherit your entire house. I've lost 17 homes that way. I'll say deck of cards for its versatility and the flexibility in the world. Sometimes I think I like the tokens of your love more than I liked loving you, but no, I liked loving you very much. I think that's what scared you away. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I said I would ask you questions. I'm gonna ask you more questions. All right, get on with it then. When you wake up to an empty bed, what do you think about? The postcard you sent me from Rome, the fight we had on the subway, that last phone call. A true Alpha Sigma male doesn't get himself caught up in the past like this. What do I think of when I think of an empty bed? I think of my next appointment with my therapist, all right? If I had to choose one of these weak-minded mindsets mindfully, that last phone call. Should we reenact it? I'm at the bar, waiting for you. You're at the office, in a cab, at home, on my daily grind, bro. I'm at home making paper in my PJs, and you can too with the link in the description. You're retired. You just wanted to sleep. You're always working, putting in too many hours. It's called a grind set. And I was pretending I wasn't mad at you about it, but I wasn't fooling either of us. Yeah, because you're a beta male who doesn't understand the grind set. I asked you, do you even want to see me? And I said no, because ain't no woman coming in front of that bag, bro. I said yes, because I wanted to keep you. Then why aren't you here? Because I'm a man of my word, and I ain't give you my word. We are not bound by the laws of marriage, all right? I never promised to come out tonight. I don't want to hear this. I always feel like I come last. Whatever else you're doing, it's always more important than me, I say. Grind set! You can hear me crying. Maybe I'm a little drunk already. Only betas get drunk, alright? Alpha males deal with the demons of life head on. We succumb to our issues. We don't bandage them up and pretend they're not there for later. Maybe we've already had this argument. Maybe we've had it many times. Maybe you're starting to hate me. Just a little. Kerchink, sorry, hon. I got money to make. Never get caught up on a holy matrimoniously sanctified marriage. The fight leaves a sour taste in both our mouths. I send you 13 text messages. You don't respond, cause that's my unlucky number. In the morning, you feel guilty and you send me a dozen roses, a box of chocolate, a playlist of our favorite songs. Roses die. Chocolates are 8. But music? Music is forever. It's the same old pattern. You feel guilty and I'm angry and neither of us really likes the other anymore. You send me gifts instead of apologies and I stare at them and pretend they make me feel better. What kind of weak mindset is it to apologize? Manning up? Accepting your wrongs? Working to better yourself? Sounds like beta talk to me. I want you to stop feeling bad because of me, but I can't bring myself to release you yet. You don't have to, because I'm releasing myself. I know. I kept all your presents, all the ones that didn't die or get eaten. Like the music. Isn't that so sad? Yeah. Pathetic of you. That would be like if I receive a clay heart that says I love you from my 7th grade girlfriend and I still keep it to this day because it brings me warmth and joy knowing that at one point I was loved. What kind of beta mindset? Sometimes I like the tokens of your love more than I liked loving you. Did I say that already? Yeah, you did. Pretty beta to be repeating yourself. I think I said that already. Doesn't matter. It's a lie anyway. I liked loving you too much. I think that's what scared you away. You dumb broad. That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Then why'd you leave? Never mind. I don't want to know. Because weaklings don't like to face the truth. Let's pretend it's 2 years ago. Let's pretend we just got back from Vegas. It's almost the 4th of July. You have to make a decision. Are you going back to grad school, or are you taking that job in California? There is bread to be made, and you suppose I would not go making it? I'm taking the job. I'm proud of you. I know how much you've wanted this. Maybe this Grinch does have a heart. Why are we doing this? Why are you still pretending? Do you want to watch the fireworks? What do you want from me? We aren't together anymore. It's been a long time. What's the point of rehashing everything we did together? Please. Remember when we went to Vegas? I remember. The second day of that trip, we got lost on the strip and blew all our money in slot machines. That was when I first realized I loved you. It was 102 degrees, and you used your last $3 to buy me. We did this already. Well, do you want to watch the fireworks? It's not the 4th of July. It's not 2 years ago. I don't love you anymore. I have surpassed the need for love. You want to watch the fireworks? Fine. Look, they're beautiful. Yeah, they are. Almost as beautiful as my bank account. You're watching the fireworks and I was watching you. Your face was bathed in red and blue light, and I knew even then you didn't love me. That's not fair. You can't ascertain what goes on in the mind of a Sigma. Maybe not. But if I asked you how you loved me, would you even have an answer? Maybe it's not something you can methodologize. Maybe I shouldn't have kept asking. I think I just wanted proof that you loved me. Excuse me, ma'am? I wrote you poems, alright? I bought you all those souvenirs in Vegas, and I didn't know that you even needed proof of what is obvious. Do you think a Sigma spends his time with women he does not enjoy? I mean, like, why would I waste my time with you if I didn't love you? Not that I've ever loved anyone, but like, you know. I didn't know you needed proof. I shouldn't have. Guess I always knew that. Wish we could go back to Vegas. I want to feel how I felt then. You need to move on, honey. I know. I'm not your villain. I'm just a Sigma. I know. Do you remember the last thing you said to me? Well, it wasn't "I'm gonna miss you" or "I'm sorry." It didn't have to end like this. I think to spare your petty feelings, I said "saws." I'm sorry too. Are we done yet? I've got bread to make. Sure. We're done. Is that it? Did you want something more from me? You told me to answer 10 questions. You said you would tell me what kind of a lover I am. I know that I'm the most bodacious there is, but I need a little bit of a second hand. What kind of lover am I? Right. You still want that? I did not come here for anything else, and I did not stay for anything else. Thank you. I'm still here, aren't I? Okay. Here are your results. You got sweet. She's in my house. You got sweet but aloof. You're thoughtful. You write poetry for your partner and buy them gifts when the heat gets to be too much. But your self-consciousness can get in the way sometimes. You're too embarrassed to share your poetry, and you go a long time without saying "I love you" out of fear that they won't say it back. Learn to open up. Learn to be vulnerable with another person. Otherwise, how will you really love them? Otherwise, you might end up standing side by side beneath the fireworks on the 4th of July, and they'll look at your face, beautiful in red and blue light, and they'll wonder if you really love them. And they'll think back to that night over and over again, the way your face looked, and they'll think maybe you never did. And they'll cling to every gift you gave them, desperate for proof that you cared. And they may realize that these problems are just as much theirs. It takes two to play this game. But couldn't you just have loved them better? What if you each could have been enough for the other? It would have been so nice to be happy together. I will admit, Sweet But Aloof has been a common review, so there's your answer. That's all I have left to give you. Is that what you wanted? Yeah, that's about it right there. Okay. Goodbye, lover. Goodbye, side piece. Well, that got intense. No joke, in the general summation of my past lovers, in what was good and bad about the relationship, Sweet But Aloof is exactly what has been said. When I do think of things, I'm very kind and I try very hard, but there's a bit of a separation between the two of us. And that actually is probably autism, which is a Sigma mindset, by the way. I have been told that I struggle with properly articulating my emotions to the other person and expressing my affection in a proper way. That is autism, actually. Yeah, now I think about it, that's autism. Now you know that I am the most supple and tenuous lover out there. And if you think that you could compete or even match, the link is in the description. See what kind of lover you truly are. And yes, I was answering those questions honestly. I am a Sigma. I just don't talk like a Sigma. Star signs for boys. That was extremely well written. I know writing. I've done some reading in my time. I've penned a few words. That's great writing. Developer, if this is all you should be very proud. You killed it on the writing on this one. Well, now we know what kind of lover I am. And I hope that you can find out which lover you are. Hit subscribe if you're sweet and aloof and want to help me make people happy every day. Hit the like and subscribe if you're anything else. And regardless of what kind of lover you may be, just remember, I love you. And I hope you have the sexiest day.